What is up, all you beautiful people? It is I, AkemiTCG, back here with a brand new vlog. Today we're gonna pop up with a different deck today, so stay tuned. Hope you all enjoy. I've never taken Yu-Gi-Oh seriously before. I'm going to Nationals, and I'm going to share my journey with all of you. What's up, everyone? We are back in the den. Today, for this vlog, I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different, and by a little, I mean very different. I'm bringing a new deck. Where'd I put it? I'm bringing a new deck to locals today. You've probably seen this deck on this channel maybe once or twice if you're an OG, but I revamped this deck for the current format, and fingers crossed people aren't playing Neuron. People will be playing Neuron, but it's okay. Anyways, before we start the whole travel segment, just a quick announcement. Again, I'm going to be telling this in every single video. I do have a Patreon if you want more additional content with whatever decks I'm working on, ygopro with commentary, and also my ORICAs, field centers, tokens, whatever you want to call them. I am making those now, so follow the stuff in the description if you want your own ORICAs today. Now, since I really don't have too much to do here, I already built the deck. It's all together, side deck, main deck, everything, because I just transferred from deck to deck. We're gonna go straight to locals. Let's do it. Yo, not my car, new car today. New car, boys. Alright, Pat, what are you playing today?
Your boy's playing Unchained.
Unchained? Unfortunate. Oh, quick switch! Yeah, I'm not playing Ricas today, unfortunately. I know I'll come back with it eventually. Rise of the Duels, once that comes out, we're playing the Ricas again. But in the meantime, enjoy the speed roll. What's in your trunk?
It's the life of a middle 20s-year-old man.
Is that Christmas? Is that those bottles? Suspicious. Suspicious, man.
I need change!
Suspicious.
Because everyone on the street keeps asking me for change.
We're going inside. Let's play Yu-Gi-Oh, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Is that place still? Yes, it is still under New Man.
It is for the third week in a row. Fourth week? I don't even know what week it is now.
It's gotta be like fourth.
Padlock.
The padlock on that door. Inside. Hey Chelsea, what's up?
Not much. How about yourself like that?
I'm living. It's really hot.
Yes, it is, and that's why we have the door closed, because we're trying to get the air conditioner work triple time.
What's up, Mike?
How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm looking forward to beating you today.
I'm looking forward to getting beaten too.
Gotta get back, bro. Team Snap last week, we did good.
We did.
Me, you, and Duck won, you know. Flop, but yeah.
You already bought 2 boxes. Be a lot. On Friday?
You're all set.
Let me see what we have.
Have the turn.
Chair space between players.
You buying booster boxes?
Got
What'd you buy?
What's up, Pat back? Is Ty gonna show up? Who knows?
Anthony's bringing stuff.
Well, something good. Let me see what you got so far. You got Skull King.
Oh, I got a Danger.
You got the Jackalope.
Ultra Book of Moon.
Yo, is that the last pack? Do it up.
Oh yeah. What we got?
Oh my god, I got 2 networks so far, so I mean it's not bad.
It's Christmas, man. Come on, where's that $1,000 card?
Oh! 22 bucks.
What we get?
22 bucks.
Shiny cardboard.
Oh, it's already better than my box.
Can we talk for invocation?
How do you feel?
Can we talk for it? I feel great.
Oh my god.
I want to thank the Academy and my mom. She makes great pasta. Pat's always been there for me.
Yeah, Pat's always been there. All these players, just all the competitions tonight. Let's see how we're gonna do. Tournament's about to start. We're gonna do our best. I'm playing not the best deck, but let's see how it does. We are back here. We are starting locals, and if y'all can't see, today I am playing Zoodiac. This is actually the first time I've taken this deck to locals, and this is probably literally the 10th time, or maybe even less than that I've actually played with this deck in real life. I'm trying a new like hand trappish sort of build, so enjoy it. So I go against Unchained in the first duel, and that's Pat that's sitting next to me in the car. So he starts first, he summons Yugioh. He's playing a new Unchained build with the Evil Eye stuff, which I do completely agree on. He summons Yugioh, I drop Ash on it. I'm not quite sure exactly what he'll search with Yugioh, so this was safe in my perspective. This might have been too early, but it just depends on your perspective. So after doing so, he just sets 2 and passes. My turn to activate Tenki and get Rapier. I summon Rapier and it gets impermed. Now I'm turtling. I just go into Boar Bow into Trident to pop his Yugioh, set 1 and pass. The reason why I go into Boar Bow, then Trident, is because I want to pop at least 2 cards. 1 on my turn, and then 1 on his turn. He then passes his turn, so I just end phase. Since he has 1 set, I just Cosmic Cyclone it just in case it's something he can use on my turn against me. On my turn, I then normal summon Ram, then use Trident to pop it to summon back Rapier. I go into Chakanine with that Rapier that came back from Ram, then I use Chakanine to summon back Borbile to then end up into Megaclops. This is basically the typical 101 Zoodiac Megaclops combo. So that's how it goes. So I summon Megaclops, he drops Phantasme in response, and then he fixes his hand. I then use Megaclops' effect to steal his Phantasme and revive my Trident with Megaclops, then hit him for a clean 2k. So the reason why I didn't chain the Phantasme is because Megaclops is unaffected by other monster effects that are not Xyz, so there's literally no point in him discarding a card for free. So he, on his turn, he normal summons a Ruha, then pops it to summon Rakea, which lets him destroy my Trident. I don't use Trident's effect to pop his card because I don't want him to plus off of the Unchained stuff. So the Unchained stuff, when it gets destroyed, either by battle or card effect, he can summon a new Unchained one from the deck. I just do not want him to do that. So I just let him kill my Trident, and then he then ends on the Soul Disaster and Ruha. On my turn, I activate Desires, then use Megaclops to take his Ruha, then revive Trident again. I normal summon Thorblade, and this lets me go into a second Megaclops, basically do the whole combo again. I attack into his soul, and then he summons Arama off his soul, and then I set 2 and I pass. On his turn, he summons Abomination, and I chain Solemn Strike to the resolution of his effect, or rather to the activation of his effect, because I want him to discard 1 first before I use Strike. Afterwards, he then scoops because he realizes he doesn't have an out to my double Megaclops. Game 2. So he chooses to go first. He opens up Extrav, which I then respond to with Ash, so he only has 4 cards in hand to work with, and also he loses 6 cards from his extra deck, which is pretty nice. He activates Pandemonium to search for Yugioh. He summons it, then searches for the spell or trap card, or rather, the trap card that negates spells and traps. Then activates Selene, sets 1 and passes. The situation that I'm in now is because he has Selene on the field, or a card that acts like Selene, he can destroy a special summon monster off of Yugioh, and also negate 1 spell or trap, and it cannot be responded to, I believe. Activate Desires, and he negates it. Then I misplay here and choose not to activate my Evenly Matched first, but I play Tenki first, and that gets Ash too. So in hindsight, I should have just played Evenly Matched because he had no out to it, and I'm not sure what he would have kept on the field. But if I played Tenki after, he would have still activated Ash, but at least I don't have to deal with the Yugioh that's on the board. He then pops off on his turn with a second Yugioh and a Basilisk, and he goes into Gorgon, and I drop a Ghost Mourner and Moonlight Chill on it, which really doesn't do anything in that situation. He passes, and then on my turn, I just summon Whiptail and stack up the Trident. I use Trident to pop Yugioh, but he chains to destroy the Trident, so I just scoop here because I actually just don't have an out. On game 3, he pops up with Pandemonium and summons Yugioh. I do let him go first because I sided in all my own second cards, in which I respond to with Imperm because I didn't want Yugioh to get him to spell a Trap Negate. He uses the spell card to get 2 tokens and then special summons Basilisk. Unfortunately, my camera abruptly dies here, and that's completely my fault. Super my fault, guys. But basically what happened is, on my turn I activate Evenly Matched, and then that pretty much netted me the game after I just went to Megaclops because he had literally 0 resources on his hand or field. Match number 2, I am playing against Dinos. I have him go first, and he activates Lost World. He then uses Fossil Dig, and I chain Ash Blossom because I do not want him to get Oviraptor like ever. And even if he had Oviraptor, I don't want him to get Miscellaneous Swords, so he can just pitch it for free. That's just a big no-no for me. So he then sets 1 and passes. On my turn, I normal summon Whiptail, go into War Battle, attack directly for 700, and then summon Dryden. I then use Dryden to pop the Lost World. Afterwards, I then set 1 and pass. He activates Dig and grabs Oviraptor. I imperm his Oviraptor on summon, and then he chains Miscellaneous Swords, and at that point, I'm just royally screwed because, you know, Dinos pop off with 1 Oviraptor and miss. So he summons Trish after doing his whole combo shenanigans. He banishes my Dryden and banishes the 1 card in my hand that would have been out, which is my Evenly Match. And then he summons Nightmare Phoenix and using his other 2 cards, and then that lets him summon Ultimate Conductor, and he attacks with everything. I think he could have won this turn if he played it slightly different, but that's alright. On my turn, I activate Barrage to summon Ram, which I'm using to just kind of bait him to use Tyranno. He does use Tyranno to flip my monster, but all I had left in my hand was literally 2 Kakus. I don't know how I opened up 2 Kakus because I only played 2 in the deck, and it does happen. I special summon Gizmo Kaku and take his Phoenix. I should have summoned this in defense in hindsight, but it's alright. On his turn, he summons the 2nd Ultimate Conductor in Esku. RIP. Game 2, I have him go first because I just believed in all of my going second cards. He just sets 1 and passes. On my turn, standby phase, he uses D-Barrier and calls Xyz, and I simply pass because I just don't have any plays. He activates Terraforming for Lost World and normal summons Miscellaneous Swords to get a token. He then goes into battle and attacks into it, but I did have Ash, so I just use Ash to negate the Lost World. On my turn, I normal summon Rapier, but I'm in a pickle because I have a token on the field, so I can't do the full Zoo combo without first getting rid of Lost World, since I can't target my Ram for destruction, simply because I have the token. And unfortunately, I don't run Link Spider or anything of the sort, so I just can't straight up just get rid of that token. So I pop up from the Dryden and play Living Fossil, which on resolution, I did 5 summons, so activate Nibiru, and I simply wasn't thinking properly. That was completely my fault, because I forgot that he could have sided in Nibiru. And also, even if I did the full combo, I wouldn't have had game anyways. I wasn't even close to game. All I wanted to do was get rid of his Miscellaneous Swords, and I just literally just wasn't thinking. So, RIP, that's my bad. On his turn, he plays Extravagance, which he drew into. He activates Diagram, and I knew my fate was sealed. On the end board, he has Ellipticizing, Trish, and Nibiru. And he activates Double Evil, and that is GG. Match number 3, I am playing against Infinitetrack. On game 1, I do win the dice roll. I do have him go first because I am maining Evenlies in my deck. He normal summons Anchor Drill and special summons the level 5, which then lets him overlay for the rank 9 Infinitetrack, which does let him pop stuff on his turn. But fortunately for me, I lucked out. I actually had no idea what he's playing, so it was a good call for me going second because Infinitetrack's excel at going second. So, since he only has that monster on the field, on my turn I just normal summon Rapier. I send Ram to the graveyard. This then lets me go to full combo with Zoodiac and summon Megaclops. I then target his Xyz with my Megaclops and then overlay it under my Dryden. I hit him for a clean 2k, set 1 card, pass. On his turn he plays Revolving Switchyard. He uses its effect and sends 1 card to the graveyard, which I then chain Cosmic Cyclone, which prevents his effect from resolving properly. On my turn I normal summon another Ram, which then lets me go into full combo into a second Megaclops, and I attack for AK for a game. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. My camera wasn't recording for the second game, but basically what happened was I did exactly the same play against him, and it won me the match. For my final match, I am playing against Endymion Pendulums. Game 1, he wins the dice roll, he goes first. He activates Abductor, and then Knowledge, which lets him draw 2, which is super nice. Then activates Shaddoll Fusion to fuse Squamata, and Jackal to summon El Shaddoll Winda. So this is tricky for me to get around. He then sends Beast to the graveyard off of Squamata to draw 1. He then drew into his Mastery out of sheer luck, which lets his Abductor get his 3rd counter that he needs, and also lets him search for Endymion. He then uses Abductor to get another Endymion to the hand, and then immediately Pendulum summons it afterwards. Then passes to my turn. I use Imperm on the window, which causes him to use Endymion's effect to bounce Abductor back to negate it. I then use my second Imperm. I happen to draw into 2 to target his window again. And since he can only use Endymion's effect once per turn, he's in a big pickle. Because I then go into battle phase and activate Evenly Match. He chooses to keep Endymion on the board. I use Tenki to net my rep here, and then go off into the Megaclops combo. Endymion, unfortunately, because he has spell counters on top of it, he cannot be targeted. So I just set 2 and pass afterwards. On his turn, he activates Servant, then sets 1 and puts his Endymion into defense position. During his end phase, I Cosmic Cyclone his card that he set face down, because I don't want any possible chances of him recovering. On my turn, I use Megaclops to take his Servant and then revive my Trident. Then I just run over his Endymion, which lets him grab Shadow Fusion. On his turn, he draws 1 card, he realizes the predicament he's in, and then he scoops. For the game 2, potentially match point, he chooses to go first and open Servant and Blue Boy. He then sets 1, activates Desires, which is nice, and then off of Desires, he activates Alert. So he's in a super good spot right now. He activates Citadel, and then he activates his Servant, and I chain Ghost Ogre. Luckily, I just happen to have it, so the Servant does not resolve properly. Then plays his other Abductor he drew into, and passes turn. On my turn, I play Barrage and summon Thoroughblade. Thoroughblade lets me pitch Ram, I go into full combo, summon Megaclops, I yeet his back row and revive my Trident. Then afterwards I attack his Blue Boy for a clean 1750, then set 1 card and passes. On his turn he uses Abductor's effect, and then I chain Trident to pop it so it will not resolve. He then sets 1 and plays another Abductor, then passes. On my turn I normal summon Thoroughblade, which lets me summon Taiga Morta, and I special summon Gizmek Kaku afterwards. Knowing that all of his monsters in that deck is pretty low defense, I just play it kind of like the smart way, and I just attack over his set card with my Taiga Mortar that has Thoroughblade under it, and then I attack with both Gizmek and Megaclops for game. That was a pretty clean game 2. Alright, we actually finished early today, so we can vlog a little bit like around. So let's check out what's going on at Great Stories. Okay, we got Dinos versus.
And if I had just a little bit better luck, I'd be playing that deck today.
Unchained versus Striker. We got Blue Eyes versus Tracks. And we got Dinos versus. Oh my god.
I started that call good luck, man. And I didn't even draw it.
Is Lewis opening another box?
Yes, it is. I'm trying to get this guy so bad.
Access code? Oh, he's smelling it.
Yeah.
Get a Prismatic Veiler.
I just uglily opened this. If you guys hate me for that, oh well.
Oh god, why did you do that?
I don't know. I don't know how to properly open a box. Teach me how to do it next time, Tom. Damn, rip.
Damn. You got Lobster?
So he just took that pack, so I'll just wait to see what it is.
Crack it open.
He's messing up my shit.
Crack it open, man. Crack it open. What is it?
I'll let you open up my stuff, son. Don't you?
I use this one.
The difference is, because every time he looks at the Ash code, he's gonna be like, that's Tyrell's.
Alright, well, I got Ghost.
He's like,
Yeah,
that's a good card. I got one of
Ooh.
those.
Yeah, it's $30.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's $25 in my pocket right now.
Alright, yeah, I have cash, so I mean, I just showed you.
Oh,
Grave digger strap.
Grave digger.
That's 2 secrets? 2 secrets?
That's pretty good.
10,000 dragon, here I come.
That's not the mother's deck.
Here we go.
10,000! Oh my god! That's the wrong set, bro. Well, how do you feel?
Well, that was it.
How do you feel about the 10,000 Dragon Pull?
It was awesome. I'm gonna go stay broke now.
Oh yeah, lit. Yo, I just pulled a 10,000 Dragon out of Eternity Code.
No, you didn't.
Alright, Nick, this is gonna be the best box opening ever. Ever. Mardell, ready? Wait, is it? Mardell's not in here. That's another set. Wait, that's the wrong set. I actually really like this set. It's pretty lit. So, I like all the archetypes. I like all 3 of them. Oh.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Nah, I pulled a researcher though.
Oh, that was a good box.
Never mind. Sanguine's not. Why did I think Sanguine was big? Why am I stupid?
Wait, did he get removed?
Oh?
No, he got popped.
Oh, shoot. No. Well, this is a good box, though. This is a good box.
Okay, so white.
Yeah, we take.
In first place, we got Nick Vahinic.
Yes, let's go,
In
Nick.
second place, we got Steven.
Steven.
In third place, we got Thomas.
Hey.
And fourth place we got Patrick Cleary.
Hey.
Fourth place again.
Yo, we met. We got the same
you gotta play
prize.
better.
What do you mean play better? All he did was like evenly.
Him.
Don't blame me. Blame
Don't get hit by evenly. You guys thought this vlog was over. It's not. So we got. Oops, my bad. We got an extra segment where we're gonna spend probably less than 20 seconds each talking about the worst matchup we played against today and like why it was so bad. All right, 20 seconds. Alex.
All right. 3 boxes. Mechanized Madness structure deck.
Yeah.
You just landed all into one.
He would
why was it so bad?
He would normal summon a monster, effect Baylor, and he passed his turn. And it happened twice. I just summoned access code twice and I won.
Oh, but it doesn't sound like it was that bad. Maybe was it because like you felt disrespected or like what was going on?
I mean, I just felt bad that the level of deck building wasn't there. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying he was playing a bad deck per se. Just like his deck probably cost like $50. Mine probably cost like $200.
An arm and a leg, right?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, it'd be like that. All right, I'll talk about. Oh, Patrick's on the phone, so I'll talk about my worst matchup. My worst matchup today, you guys saw, was against Dinos. Really can't do much about Ultimate Conductor with Zoodiac unless I open in Perm, but he had Lost World too, which really sucked. So, I mean, I can't really do much. I just got clean 2-0. Let's go back to Patrick. 20 seconds. Your worst match and why it was so bad. 20 seconds.
My worst match, Elvish. They just keep coming back. They come back more than I come back, and then they just start disrupting everything. And then they just sit there, and then there's like, oh wait, we can deal like 10,000 damage without doing anything. God, I hate that deck.
I don't think my deck came back though.
What?
All right, we are at the end of everything. I managed to go 3-1, ate a ton of combos, so now I'm kind of full. He went 3-1-2, so we both got 3rd place. Well, 3rd and 4th respectively. And oh boy, I don't think I'll be using this deck in locals again. I just didn't like how it ran personally, but we'll have to see. All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'm AkemiTCG. If you liked it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you do not miss any future vlogs.
The world ends now.